Here's the top 3 things you need to do if you are the potential heir or beneficiary of a home in Arizona and the owner dies. I'm Anjali Patel. I'm an estate planning attorney in Arizona. Number 1, you absolutely need to secure all of the assets. Do not move assets around if you don't have authority, because you're already named as a personal representative, but you still have to secure the assets. So make sure that the doors are locked, that someone's monitoring the property, that you locate valuables, etc., and make sure that they are secured from theft, etc. A lot of people will file a change of address form so they can monitor the mail as well. This is where notices requiring payment and things like that are usually going to come in. So it's a good idea to be looking at those things, particularly if you don't live in this property. Number 2, you need to figure out if you've been named as a beneficiary of any assets related to the person that died. So here in Arizona, there's probably about 4 ways that assets can move over after someone dies. The most popular way is like a transfer on death. So this could be through a deed or a beneficiary designation. The second way is through a will. This would be like a formal process through probate. The third way is a trust. In those cases, the trust stays the owner of this piece of property typically, and it names a successor, beneficiary, trustee, something like that in the trust document. And so it's actually through that process that the property changes ownership. And then the last way is intestate. So meaning if there's no will, if there's no trust, or there's no deed or transfer on death designation, then it goes through an open probate process, and it has to follow a certain number of steps before someone else can take ownership of the property. And then the last thing is to obtain death certificates. Typically, people will obtain about 10, 15 death certificates because you're going to need them for a lot of different things. There is a waiting period in Arizona to both file probate and also to obtain that death certificate. So be aware of that. None of this happens immediately. Once you've done those 3 things, it may make sense for you to contact an attorney to talk through the process. A lot of people can do this without an attorney, but a lot of other people think, hey, it's easier, it's safer, there's a lot less load on my mind if I'm going through an attorney to take the next steps. Either way, I'm happy to help. My name is Anjali Patel, and I'm an estate planning attorney in Arizona. Thanks. Bye.